All right. Good evening, students, everyone. Okay, I'm so sorry for the delay. We have some technical difficulties and it's solved now. So I'll just start straight. My name is Yong here from AUG Student Services. Welcome to another week of SPM Masterclasses where it is all about math this week. Okay, so don't forget, for those of you tomorrow night, we will have Maths Masterclass, same time, same place here in Zoom. And right now, if your classmates and friends are still not in, no problem, you can tell them we haven't really officially started. Tell them to join as soon as they can. You can help us to remind them, send them a text, call them or whatsoever. Okay, now, so I'll just do a quick briefing about AUG. Okay, mainly for the benefit of those of you who first time join us. Okay, for those of you who this is your second time or third time, please bear with us. Okay, so everyone will get to know a little bit about AUG. Okay, so you are ready. Okay, so we are called AUG Student Services. We are a one-stop student service center. So what we essentially do is we are in this line of helping students to placing them in their tertiary studies, whether it's in overseas or locally in Malaysia. So we've been 26 years in this industry now, so it's counting on. And we have 25 offices across 7 countries. So mainly we see here, Malaysia, we have the most offices, of course. And depending on where you're coming from, some of these offices will be the nearest to you. So later on, I'll share, there's a slide on our contacts. You can take it down and you can, if in case you want to contact one of our counselors to help you, to assist you for your further studies, which is of course after your SPM, if you're looking for a college or a university. And just to quickly mention as well, in Australia, we have 5 major offices in the major cities: Melbourne, Brisbane, Sydney, Perth, and Adelaide. Namely, those are the cities. In case you are looking to further studies in Australia later on, mainly we have these offices there to support, to have to provide onshore support for you if you do eventually go there. Okay. So this is essentially a very quick snapshot of what we do. We usually provide one-to-one counseling for students, especially for students that are not sure what they're going to study. Maybe this is happening to most of you all right now. You're still scratching head, thinking what course you're doing. You're checking with your friends, hey, what course you're doing. You know, you're thinking a lot. So when it comes to that, we help students to advise them. Like yourself, we advise students with whether they meet the entry requirement to the university they're aiming, and if they want to go overseas, what are the pathways they can take, all that stuff, etc., to application, to getting offer letter, to accepting your offer, and to enrolling you into the universities, into your first semester. And of course, in between, there is we do accommodation and flight arrangement and for students, and also student visa application for students who wish to study overseas later on. And like I said, we place students to overseas and locally in Malaysia. So not just in Malaysia, as you can see from the flags here, we do place students to Australia, UK, US, Ireland, Singapore, Switzerland, Canada, just to name a few. And we also do other services. So we do a lot of education fair. But right now, of course, of the situation, a lot has been doing virtual. And like today, our masterclass, we work together with TTC Tuition Center to put up this Maths and tomorrow's Maths masterclass for you as well. So these are some of the services that we do, and all of the services that I mentioned from just now, from the application, the consultation to these extra events that we do, they are all absolutely free. We don't charge our students at all. So like what I said earlier, this is the contact screen for each of our offices in Malaysia. If you need to just take a quick screenshot or pull out your phone and take a photo, can go ahead and do contact those numbers if you need to look for us later on for help in your further studies after your SPM. So we're also on social media. You can, I believe most of you already like us on Facebook, or if you haven't followed us on Instagram, you can also do so. You can just search AUG Malaysia. You should see, you should be able to find our account. Of course, our website as well for more comprehensive information, www.augstudy.com/Malaysia. Okay. All right, I might be going a little bit fast. Some of you all might be trying to catch up, but no worries. If tomorrow you're coming back, if you have any questions, I can tell you because we're already a bit late. Sorry about that because we have technical issues. But again, for those of you who just joined us. Okay, so right now, if I can ask for one simple favor before we really start, if any of you all, at your convenience, of course, Can you please turn on your camera? We're just gonna take a big group photo with as many of y'all as possible, okay? So yeah, can I just encourage you all to turn on your camera if you're not camera shy, especially, please, so we can take. Yes, I see camera starting to turn on. Any more? Yes, please. Lai, 不用害羞, okay? Tak perlu malu. Just gonna take a picture of your handsome and pretty faces. Okay, I'll just give you a bit more time. All right, thanks guys. More and more people are turning on video. Okay, I'll give you another like 30 seconds maybe. If you need to comb your hair, make sure you adjust the correct camera angle. Go ahead, no problem. And my team will help to snap photos as we go. Okay. All right. So good to see some of your faces. Okay, so good to see some faces. Otherwise, I'll feel like I'm talking to myself, okay? And like I said, if later on after the photo, you can keep your camera on, that would be awesome. I think that's going to be very encouraging to the teacher as well, as she's going through like her class for 1.5 hours. Imagine she's looking at all your names, but not your faces. But if some of you can just keep your camera on later all throughout the session, that would be fantastic. Okay, all right, we'll take a photo very soon. Okay. All right, any more? Gonna turn on your camera? If not, yes, we are ready. Are we ready to take? Okay, Ken. Okay, on the count of 3, okay, give your best smile. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, we'll take one more. Okay, on 3, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Okay, great. Okay, we will take another one. I think there's few more who turn on camera later. Okay, just one more, okay? Last one. On 3, 1, 2, and 3. All right, thank you everyone. Like I said, if you can keep your camera on, that'll be awesome. Okay, I see people turning off already. No worries, if you're not comfortable to leave it on, it's fine. As long as later on, you can be interactive with us, with the teacher throughout the class, that will be also helpful. Okay. Now I'll quickly just introduce our teacher. Before that, yes, we're not gonna take any break. If those of you who came the last week's session, we're gonna go all throughout so that we make sure that the lesson is fully engaged with you, so that it'll be a seamless experience. So there won't be any break. If you need to take your own break, no problem. Like we mentioned in the Telegram, we have recording. You can refer back in case you miss out anything. So that we also don't want to break the momentum. We will go all the way until the Q&A session. So if you do have any questions, you scared you forget, you can write it on your piece of paper or you can type it down in the chat box. I'll keep an eye on the questions coming in, but we only address it at the very end, okay? So that we don't break the momentum of the class later. All right, so right now I would like to introduce our teacher today. So Teacher Gabby. So you can call her Gabby or Teacher Gabby. She's very friendly from how I chat to her. She don't mind if you can just address to her like by name. Okay, so Gabby is a maths expert. She'll be the one conducting tonight's class. She has 8 years experience in teaching PT3 and SPM students like yourself in the subject of mathematics. So she has also been a seminar speaker for many of the schools in the Selangor and KL region. So if you may just use the emoji or whatever ways you can to just show some love, show some support, and to welcome Teacher Gabby. Over to you, Gabby.
Hello, everyone. Can everybody hear my voice clearly?
Yep, can.
Can? Okay, now I'm gonna share my screen. Can you see if you can see?
Yes, we can see.
Can?
Yep.
Okay, it looks like okay, not so
recording
smooth.
in progress.
Okay, guys. Hello, everyone. Hi. I can see some of familiar names, my own student come here and support. Okay, guys, so I want to share with you what we're gonna do today. Okay, so as you can see the page, okay, I choose 2 chapters, which is quite ambitious to be done in 1.5 hours, but I select some of the subtopic that most students voted to discuss. Okay, you see here, okay, the topic that we're going to go through today will be insurance. Okay, will be insurance, Form 5 Chapter 3, and then tax, Form 5 Chapter 4. So both also Form 5 chapter. Okay, so are you guys good at these 2 chapters? Is this your strength, these 2? Yes, no. Okay, so guys, I think these 2 chapters require a lot of understanding. So throughout, if there's any question you want to ask, you can just ask. If I can answer you, then I will answer immediately. Okay, so you need calculator, you need pencil, pen, okay? So this PDF file will be shared to you after class. So everybody, you can just take out a piece of paper and then we do together. Okay, so we're gonna start with insurance. Okay, so the screen a bit laggy. Okay, oh yeah, before we start, right, are you guys aware of the format? So you're gonna sit for SPM already. Do you know what format? Like how many paper? So I'm just gonna briefly go through this. Okay, I guess some of you still don't know what paper you're gonna sit for SPM, like how many paper. So for maths, right, the latest format now, the latest format 2021. So paper 1, as usual, objective, 40 questions. You're gonna answer all. So the time will be 1.5 hours. Okay, 1.5 hours. Then paper 2, we have 3 sessions. Okay, so 3 sessions is a bit different from old syllables. Old syllables 2 sessions only. So new syllables will have the latest format will have variant A, you're gonna answer all 10 questions, 40 marks. So variant B, 5 questions, 45 marks, answer all. Then variant C, you have to answer 1 question. So they will give you option to choose 2 questions. You choose what? 15 marks. Okay, so this one you can see this once you receive your PDF. So I don't want to spend time on the format thing. Okay, let's go to the first one. Is it a bit laggy? Is it laggy? No, can see. Okay, so now let's start with the first one. Okay, the first one, insurance. So I choose to discuss motor insurance. Okay, car insurance. So a lot of calculation needed. Okay, so this one, everybody listen up. So you take out your calculator. Okay, I might need your help to calculate some number. Okay, so for motor insurance, there will be 3 calculations. Do you remember what is comprehensive? What is third party, fire and theft? Third party got 3. So today, I'm not going through the detail of what is comprehensive policy. Okay, we mainly on calculation. Okay, now guys, do you know that motor insurance, like how much insurance you have to pay, is based on how powerful your car is. It's based on engine capacity. So there are 2 things you have to look at, like how much is the motor insurance at the end. So the first thing is how powerful the car is. The engine capacity, how many cc, 2000 cc, 1200 cc, and then also the amount that you want to buy insurance for your car, like how much you want to protect your car. Okay, so these 2 is take into consideration, calculation. Okay, first 1000. Okay, so for this question, guys. Okay, do you mind let me share one more time my screen? See, is it better? Because from my side, a bit laggy. Yeah, give me like 10 seconds. Okay. Hello, hello. Can hear, right? Okay, so yeah, I think better for my side. Okay, so now guys, for first 1,000, it's gonna be more expensive. Okay, first 1,000 more expensive. If you want to calculate for comprehensive policy is the most powerful insurance, cover everything. If you got into any accident, third party or yourself also got cover. So the first 1,000 we read from table. So this table fixed. So exam will be given, and it is also in your textbook. Okay, so first 1,000 you just read from here depending on the engine capacity. Now guys, can you guys answer me? The following 1,000 for Semenanjung, Malaysia is how much? This is also fixed. Anybody tell me? For next 1,000, because first 1,000 is fixed, you just have to read from table. So for the next 1,000, every 1,000 you want to cover for your car, it is fixed, which is, yes, 26 ringgit. Then do you still remember, without referring your textbook, so do you still remember Sarawak how much? This one also fixed. Sarawak how much? Okay, not bad. Well, you guys can remember one. Okay, yes, this one fixed 20 ringgit 30 cent. Okay, so that's why you have to see where you drive the car. Okay, so let's go to the first question. Okay, guys, this car want to insure 50,000. Okay, 50,000, want to protect the car for 50,000. So the car is 6 years and the CC is 1,700 cc. NCD, which is discount 25%, and the drive-in state is Pulau Pinang. Okay, guys, I want you to tell me which reading should we take. If the engine capacity is 1,700 cc, for the first 1,000 have to pay how much? First 1,000 have to pay how much? Okay, so you look at this table. So it is not more than, cannot more than this one. So we have to choose this, right? Here. Okay, so the engine capacity 2,200. So meaning first 1,000 have to pay this amount, 339 ringgit and 10 cents. Yes. Okay, so let's write it down. Okay, maybe you write on paper. Okay, so first step, we're gonna calculate first 1,339 ringgit and 10 cents. Okay, this is the first 1,000 you want to protect your car. Then you see this situation want to protect 50,000. So you already paid for first 1,000. So the next every 1,000 gonna be 26 ringgit, right? As we see just now. So how much is this value? Okay, 1,000 already calculated, left how many thousand? 50,000 you already calculated first 1,000. So now the sum of insured is 49,000. Okay, every 1,000 is 26 ringgit. So we're gonna divide it by 1,000, then times 26. Okay, how much is that? Okay, how much is that? Okay, you should get, okay, press calculator so fast one. Do you get RM 1,234? Okay, then next, we total up. So this is the amount, this is the money for first 1,000, and this is the amount of money you have to pay for the 49,000. So total up, how much is that? The basic premium. So RM 339 ringgit 10 cent plus 1,274. So that will be, okay, you should get RM 1,613 ringgit 10 cent. Must we divide by 1,000? Yes, because this 26 ringgit is every 1,026 ringgit. Every 1,026 ringgit. So if you divide by 1,000, you are finding how many 1,000 inside. So it's actually, if you take away the 0, 49. There are 49 1,000 inside. Every 1,000 is 26 ringgit. So just times together. Okay, so this is the amount you have to pay for your insurance if there is no NCD. Okay, NCD is a discount, it's very personal. NCD is as long as you never use insurance before. Okay, it's like every year they will accumulate. Let's say the first year, if you buy new car for the first year, you have to pay 100%. Okay, you have to pay 100%. What if you never use the insurance before? So actually, insurance company encourage people not to use insurance that often. So they give a reward. If you never use insurance for that year, then you get discount. And then this thing can accumulate. Okay, so can anybody tell me maximum up to how many percent? Maximum up to how many percent? Do you know about that? Did your parents talk about insurance with you, car insurance? 25% so little. It's like every year, if you never use insurance, then they will accumulate. So actually, the highest can up to 55%. 55 is the maximum. 55. So that's why people appreciate, like if it's minor accident, they don't want to go through insurance company, because the moment you go through insurance company, the next year have to start all over again. Meaning if there is discount of 30%, then next year you're going to start from zero again. Okay, so this one is very personal. So 25% for this case. Then at first you are supposed to pay this, but because of you never use insurance for a few years, accumulated 25%. So how much is the discount? Okay, RM 1,613 ringgit 10 cent times 25%, and that will be RM. Do you get 403 ringgit 28? Okay, guys, help me check out. If I write wrongly, let me know. Okay, so this is the discount. So the gross premium, final amount, how much you have to pay? Because you have discount 403, then RM 1,613 ringgit and 10 cent minus this 403 ringgit 28. So at the end, you only have to pay 1,209 ringgit 82 cents. Okay, that is how you calculate comprehensive policy. Okay, comprehensive policy is the top insurance for motor insurance already. So this covered the most thing. Okay, then the next tier, okay, slightly lower. So slightly lower is called third party fire and theft policy. Third party fire and theft. So this cover lesser thing compared to comprehensive policy. What is not covered here? Anybody? Do you know what is not covered? Third party fire and theft is slightly lower. So anything, you see the name is called third party. Anything happen on you, let's say you drive car, if you accidentally hit somebody, your car insurance company won't pay for your car. If you repair your car, insurance company won't take care of. So insurance company will take care of the third party, let's say the victim. Okay, so yeah, NCD is no claim discount, it's a discount. Okay, so now this is slightly less coverage, then you're gonna pay lesser, right? So this one is definitely how many percent? It is always 75% of the comprehensive policy basic premium. Okay, this one also fixed, meaning if you want to calculate this thing, you must calculate comprehensive first. Okay, guys, which amount should we take? So we have to take basic premium, not the amount after discount. We take the basic premium, which is this one, 1,613 ringgit and 10 cents. So this amount times 75%. That is the basic premium for this. Still remember? Okay. Anybody forgot about this thing already? This one is your Form 5, Chapter 3. Today, our aim is to revision. So I hope that if I revise this thing, bring back all your memory now. Okay, so that will be how much? So we take RM's 1,630 ringgit 10 cents times 75%. Comprehensive policy cover more things. That's why it's more expensive. Third-party fire and theft policy cover lesser things. That's why 75% of that amount will be. Okay, that will be RM. 1,209 ringgit 83 cents. Thanks for the answer. Now, if there is discount, if there's NCD, you discount it now. Okay, so 25%. So discount how much? Different color. So you are supposed to pay 1,209 ringgit 83 cents, but because of this 25% you accumulated, okay, so times 25% can discount how much? RM 300 something, is it? Okay, 302 ringgit 46. Thanks, Wan Ting. Thanks, Yusen. Okay, then after that, now how much is the amount you have to pay? The gross premium. So you just minus off RM 1,209 ringgit 83 cents minus 302 ringgit 46. So the final amount is, okay, thanks for the answer, 907 ringgit 37 cents. Thanks, Grace. Thanks, everybody. Okay, clear? If you have questions, you ask now because we don't have time to go back to the front already later. Okay, then next. Okay, the third one is the most useless motor insurance. Really, okay, I have never seen anybody around me using this motor insurance. So this one is for very, very old car, because you know that car must have insurance that only can drive on the road. What if those cars that with like 20 years, 30 years, 40 years? Have you seen car like that? Okay, maybe like, yes, but not very often. So they also have to buy insurance. Then how much have to pay? So, will exam know 75% error? No, I don't think so. Exam will let you know because this one is, this 75%, you should know it. Okay. If exam give them bonus, or if exam don't give, they actually assume you to know it already because it's fixed. Okay, so this third party policy, you read from the table. Do you realize that there is another column for third party? Okay, this one, just take the amount, that's all. So this one, 151 ringgit 20 cents. Will exam provide this table? Yes, definitely, because nobody can memorize so many numbers. Yeah. Okay, so basic premium is RM 151 ringgit and 20 cents. Okay, that's all. If there is no NCD, then this is the amount you have to pay if you are buying this insurance. But for this case, this person has 25%, okay, get 25% discount. This NCD is not, depends on what type of insurance you buy. Okay, NCD is very personal. If your habit, if you never use insurance before, no matter what insurance you're buying, you will get the discount. Okay, so a lot of people cherish this very much. Okay, 151 ringgit 20 cents times this discount. Can discount how much? Okay, can discount 37 ringgit 80 cents. Okay, then finally, so what amount have to pay? So just minus of 151 ringgit 20 cents minus 37 ringgit 80 cents. And that amount, the final amount will be 113 ringgit 40 cents. Okay, great. So do you think you can do motor insurance calculation now? What does third party policy cover? They cover like very minimum, like you see the word third party is only the victim. Maybe the car, if victim car want to fix window because of the accident, the insurance company cover. Okay, so let's go to next one because I have prepared 12 pages for today's class. 12 pages. Okay, if motor insurance is okay, then we should go to the next one. Okay. Okay. Later I ask you guys again about the motor insurance. Okay, so this is including in the PDF. So second question, third question. So this one I leave it to you. Answer will be included after that also. Okay, so now let's go to next subtopic. Must we draw table like this in exam? No. Okay, if you see the slides, right? Okay, the third question, I purposely remove all the detail because I don't think exam will be so nice to you, tell you what you have to do first, second. Do you think exam will give you? Do you think exam will write so nice in a table form for you? That is when you first learn it. In textbook, they write for you. But in SPM, they will just throw you a question, then you must know what is the step. So that's why the third question, I remove all the detail. Make sure you know what to do next. Okay? Yes. Okay. Now, next thing in this chapter, deductible. Do you know what is deductible? Guys, can you tell me who take care of deductible? Who responsible for this deductible? Us, yes. Yes, it is very true. Policy holder, which is also. So if you want to claim insurance, if you want to claim any amount, let's say if the contract, the policy say that there is deductible of, let's say 5,000, okay, the amount is different now depending what type of policy you buy. So let's say if the policy say got 5,000 deductible, before you get money from insurance company, you have to pay this 5,000. This is to protect insurance company also, right? If there is no 5,000, let's say this amount, then everybody like fall down from the staircase also want to claim insurance. Okay, so that's why there is one amount. This one take care by the policy holder. Okay, policy holder. Okay, core insurance. Core insurance is a percentage. Okay, percentage. So let's say 70, 30. So who take care of 70%? The more who take care of this? Of course, it's gonna be insurance company. It's gonna be insurance company. That's why we buy insurance. Because we don't have that much of money, that's why we need another party to step in to pay for us, like compensate us. So this 70% will be insurance company and this 30% will be policy holder. So from core insurance here, you know that in one accident, even if you buy insurance, do you think that you will gain? If you buy insurance, people say, oh, you buy insurance, you get protection. But if there is core insurance, insurance company only help you certain percentage, like 70%. So you as a policy holder, you have to take care of 30%. And what else? And what else? Is it just this 30% as a policy holder? This 30% plus the deductible. Yes, deductible. So actually, even if you buy insurance, you also need to bet a lot of money. Okay, so now let's do simple question. Okay, number one. You mean motorcycle is covered with a motor insurance with a deductible of 250? Okay, so there is deductible of 250. During the insurance coverage period, Jimin suffered 3 accidents. Okay, first time April, second time June, third time September. Okay, and the amount, the loss is 80 ringgit, 290, 500 respectively. So state whether Jimin can claim for the loss or not. Okay, whether can claim. Is yes, state the amount of compensation. Okay, jumlah pembahasan. Okay, I know some of you here are, you learn it in BM, right? How many of you learn in English? How many of you learn in BM? Like, can let me know? BM or English? Like, tell me BM English. I see which one more. Okay, guys, type class. BM English. Okay. So as of now, I see English more lah. BM English. Okay, so that's very true. BM for school, BI for English. Okay, actually a lot of people did that too. Also, learn that in Learn English version institution. Okay, guys, how much compensation can Jimin get from each loss? Okay, guys, tell me, first time, did he get any money? Deductible 2,500. Before you claim, before you get any amount from the insurance company, you need to pay 250. But the first time only 80 ringgit. So if you lost 80, but you have to pay 250. So the first time, no, don't have. Okay, no compensation. Then the other pampasan. Okay, so no money get from insurance company. Okay, then the second time loss is 290. Do you think he will get money, some compensation from the insurance company? How much? Okay, 290 loss, but he himself have to pay 250 first. Is there a difference? Yes. So we take 290 minus 250, and that will be 40 ringgit difference, meaning insurance company will give 40 ringgit to Jimmy. Okay, 40 ringgit. Then the third time can get how much? Is there any papasan? Is there any compensation? So if the loss is 500, before you claim, you have to pay 250 first. So 250, 500 minus 250, and there will be 250 compensation. Yes, very simple. Okay, when you see the word compensation, when you see the word papasan, they're actually asking on behalf of insurance company, how much insurance company have to pay. Okay, so sometimes they will change the way of asking. They ask, what is the cost for insurance company? That is the same as compensation. Okay, you get it? Okay, next, V. Okay, V has a medical insurance policy with deductible of 25,000. Is that highlight 25,000? That's a lot. Okay, then with annual limit, the insurance has limit 1 year can claim up to 230,000. Okay, then the following table shows the medical bill for V first 2 years. Okay, first year 9,000, second year 45,000. State the amount of money V needs to bear by himself. V is policy holder. How much he has to bear throughout these 2 years? Okay, first time. Okay, the first time medical bill 9,000. Let's calculate compensation first. Do you think first time he will get any compensation? Compensation is from insurance company. First time the medical cost 9,000. He himself have to pay 25,000 first if he want to claim anything. So first time, no, nothing. Okay, so no compensation. Does every insurance have limit of how much they can claim? Yes, of course. There is a limit. So you see, you pay insurance every month. Actually, they count it monthly. Then the amount of money you pay is actually limit you how much you can claim throughout 1 year. If you want to cover more than your insurance company, then your premium will be more expensive. If you don't want to cover so much, then you pay lesser, but you cover lesser 1 year like that. Okay, so first time no compensation. So the second time, 45,000. Okay, 45,000. There is difference, right? So 45,000 minus 25,000 and can get 20,000. Okay, so meaning throughout these 2 years, we can get total how much? Can get total 20,000 from the insurance company. But the medical cost how much? Total for these two things how much? 9,000, 45,000. That's gonna be 50. So it's gonna be 54,000. Insurance company pay 2,000 compensation to V. So the medical cost total 54,000. So do you think, okay, how much do you think V have to bear by himself? So the amount that we have to pay is, you have to minus off. So 54,000 minus 20,000. So the answer is gonna be 34,000. Okay, 34,000. So he have to pay, he have to bear this amount, like bear so much. Actually, the main thing is because the deductible is too expensive. So sometimes when you buy one insurance, you should look at the deductible, because deductible will stop you from claiming money. If the deductible too high, then how to get money off, right? So 25,000, you see, if the loss is 9,000, cannot claim. Okay, that is because the deductible too high. Okay, so at the end, V, the policyholder, have to take care of this amount himself. Okay, next. Okay, Sugar. Okay, Sugar bought a medical insurance policy with core insurance provision. If Sugar bear 3,750 for his 25,000 medical bill, what is the core insurance percentage? Okay, guys, can you calculate for me? It's very simple. These three questions, basic. So if he take care of this 3,750 ringgit in this 25,000 medical bill, meaning the core insurance percentage is how much? Okay, so we're going to calculate this 3,750 is actually how many percent? How many percent in this? Actually, this question never mentioned about deductible at all. No deductible, then we can just ignore it. So 3,750 divided by 25,000 times 100%. We change it to percentage, and that's gonna be 15%. So this 15% is Sugar, which is policyholder. So what is the core insurance percentage? If policyholder 15%, insurance company, total must be 100%. So if this policyholder 15%, meaning another one gonna be 100% minus 15%, it's gonna be 85%. So your final answer, they ask what is the core insurance? It's gonna be 85, 50. Jimmy, terbalik. The more one put in front. Okay, can everybody follow? Is it too slow, too fast? Okay, let me know. Is it too fast? Can. Now, next. Okay, if you understand deductible, if you understand core insurance, then now we can go to question regarding these two things. Okay, these two things will be in a medical insurance, property insurance. Okay, so now property insurance. Okay, are you familiar with this picture? Okay, I purposely take it from textbook. It's the same thing from textbook. Property insurance. Okay. No meaning, never, anybody never flip textbook. Like textbook put aside. Okay. For property insurance, you have to understand situation. Okay. So why got 1, 2, 3? Okay, 1, 2, 3. So if you buy property insurance, okay, so there'll be 3 scenarios. Okay, first scenario, see number 1. Now, for those who never understand this thing, okay, listen up. So, insurance company will want us to buy certain percentage. It's like they say the core insurance, let's say 80. Okay, let's say 80-20. If you buy property insurance, in the policy, in the contract, say that 80-20, meaning insurance company take care of how much? Okay, insurance company take care of 80%, right? So if, okay, here, amount of required insurance. So insurance company need you to buy 80%. Alright, need you to buy 80%. And then here, if you insured value, if you follow instruction, you buy insurance, 80% of the house, you follow. Okay, they ask you 80, then you follow 80%. If there is anything happen to your house, let's say one day your house caught in fire, okay, then some of the furniture like burn into ashes already. So you got buy insurance, You got buy this property insurance, you can claim from that. So let's say the loss is maybe 10,000. Okay, furniture 10,000. TV all lost already. It's because of fire. Okay, so you can claim from this insurance company. So if you follow instruction, meaning they ask you to buy 80%, you follow and also buy 80. If the loss is 10,000, they will pay you 10,000. Of course, you have to minus deductible. Okay, 10,000 you will get, then whatever amount of deductible you minus, then you can get the money. Okay, what if, second scenario, you think this consumer mathematics is a very logic chapter. You see whether logic or not. If you are the policy holder, buying 80% for house insurance, property insurance, some people will think that like this accident might not happen, like maybe 50 years also won't happen, right? But if you buy insurance, you're gonna pay every year. Some people will find it, wow, I have to pay 80%. Isn't it too much burden on me already? Can I buy lesser? Can I buy lesser than what they ask? You can actually, yes. Because some people thought that they would think that too expensive. Okay, you see, the amount of required insurance is still 80%. Insurance company asks for 80%, but you buy less. Insured amount, you buy less, let's say you buy only 50%. You pay 50% of the insurance. Do you think if the loss is 10,000, they will give you 10,000? You think logically, if the loss is 10,000, will you get 10,000? People who listen instruction, they ask for 80%. If you buy 80%, then only they get 10,000. If you buy lesser than what they ask you, if there is loss of 10,000, they will ratio back. They will ratio back. They're very fair one. You pay less, then of course, if you got lost 10,000, I won't give you 10,000 exactly, correct? So here, this calculation is actually a ratio thing. They ask you to buy 80%. Okay, they ask you to buy 80%. So amount of required insurance, 80% you put at the bottom. Amount of insurance purchase, you purchase whatever percentage, let's say 50%. Then only times the loss, 10,000. Okay, then they will ratio back this like portion of this 10,000 for you. Then minus deductible. Okay, so the second situation is you want to buy lesser. Okay, you want to buy lesser, then the loss you get, if there's loss happen, they will pay lesser. Okay, then the third situation, what do you think? House, property, let's say got fire, caught in fire. So there will be a situation where total loss. It's like your whole house burned into ashes. Like you cannot fix anymore. Like left ashes only. How to fix? So what they can, like how much is the loss? If your house cannot fix anymore, then we consider it as a total loss. So the compensation you will get from insurance is the amount of you buy, they will just pay you off. Like let's say you buy insurance of, let's say 100,000, then they will pay you 100,000, then of course minus deductible. The insurance purchase, is it the amount we pay? No, the amount we pay is called premium. Premium is like divided into smaller part, like how much you want to protect your house. Okay, that is the amount purchased. Okay, so now let's look at question first. Okay, first one. G has a property insurance policy for his house. Okay, you can write it down what is important. Core insurance 80%. Then insurable value of the house is 1,200,000. This insurable value is the market price of the house. Okay, market price is 1,200,000. Okay. Then in a fire accident, the house has incurred a loss of 70,000. It lost 70,000. If the insurance policy has a deductible of 4,000, G has purchased insurance worth 960,000, calculate the compensation payment he will receive. Okay, so I need your full attention, everyone. So first thing, we calculate this 80% is how much. We see if this G, this guy, follow instruction or not, whether it's a good guy or not. Because insurance say 80%, then did he buy 80%? Okay, so the house is worth 1,200,000 times 80%. That will be how much? Okay, calculate for me. Everyone, calculate for me. So that will be RM 960,000. Okay, do you find this amount familiar? Like you see somewhere, this 960,000 is the amount that G has purchased. Is he a good guy? Is he a good boy? This is which situation? Situation 1, 2, or 3. So this is the situation 1. Okay, situation 1 is the amount that purchase, okay, insured or purchase is the same, equals to the amount that they ask, require. So if there is loss happen, if the loss is how much? The loss is 70,000. Do you think he will get 70,000? The answer is yes. But of course have to minus deductible. Okay, deductible is something fixed up. So calculate the amount of compensation, the loss amount of compensation, the pembahasan, meaning the amount that insurance company will give you, will give G. So the loss is 70,000 minus this 4,000. 4,000 is fixed up. Deductible has to pay on this thing. So at the end, that will be RM 66,000. Understand the compensation. So for property insurance, insurance harta is very situational. It depends on how much insurance you buy, and then they will ratio back the loss and that for you. Okay, number 2. Okay, one more time. Mr. K has a property insurance policy for his house with core insurance 70%. Okay, highlight this, important, right? 70%. When they see 70%, 70% is the amount that, the percentage that insurance company will take care. Okay, the insurable value of the house is 350,000. The house market price is 350,000. In a fire accident, the house has incurred a loss of 120,000. Okay, lost 120,000. If the insurance policy has a deductible of 5,000, K has purchased insurance worth this much, then how much he will get back? Okay, so first thing, we calculate this 70% is actually how much. They ask for 70%. The house is 350,000. Okay, let's calculate. 350,000 times 70%. And that will be RM. Okay, that will be RM 245,000. Okay, this is the amount that insurance company want you to buy. Okay, I repeat one more time. Deductible. Okay, you think logical or not? You think why insurance? When you buy insurance, there is a deductible. Deductible you have to pay by yourself. Why? Deductible, if you pay, insurance company will set an amount, let's say 5,000 deductible. So if you want to claim insurance, you pay 5,000 first. So policy holder, let's say I buy insurance, I have to pay 5,000 in order to get back whatever difference the compensation is. So this 5,000 is something that policy holder have to pay. It is something that policy holder have to pay so that to get the remaining money from insurance company. So deductible is actually protect insurance company. So because some people, if they say, well, I want to claim insurance, I have to pay 5,000 first. Never mind lah. I don't have this 5,000 also. I want to get money from insurance company, I have to pay 5,000. So some people will say, okay, never mind, leave it lah. I don't want to claim already. like that. There is some people doing that. Okay, so now get back to this. This amount is Mr. K follow instruction. This one is which situation? Situation 1, 2, or 3. So Mr. K buy insurance worth this much. 245,000. This amount, is it exactly the same as 70%? Yes, right? Then meaning if really something happened to him, the insurance company will pay after minus deductible. Okay, so this situation is amount of purchase insurance is the same as the amount required. They ask for it. They ask for 70% and you buy 70%, which is 245,000 worth of insurance. Worth of insurance. Not every year you pay this amount. Okay, then meaning how much compensation? Okay, the compensation is, okay, the loss is 120. So meaning whatever loss happened, they will pay you 120,000 minus the deductible. Okay, because deductible is something you have to pay first. Then only you can get money from insurance company. So the deductible is 5,000. So at the end, he can get how much? 115,000. Okay, can everybody follow? That is the amount. Okay, next. Okay, we see one more question. Anyone personally like consumer mathematics? Consumer mathematics. Like you like consumer mathematics. Actually, consumer mathematics is something you learn since Form 3. Remember your Form 3, you learn about credit card, the share thing, loan, how much you have to pay, consumer. Investment, yes, investment. So why today I choose consumer mathematics is because it's very, it requires a lot of understanding, meaning that if you do last minute revision, you cannot cover all this chapter. Because it's not like you can memorize the formula and then you can write it down. No. That's why August, we still have a few months left for SPM. All the understanding chapter, we do it first. You understand the concept already, then the next round you do revision, you don't have to go through so many words already. Okay, so, and also consumer mathematics is very important for you after graduate. Don't talk about trigonometry, all that. After graduate, you're not going to use it anymore. But consumer mathematics, yes. Okay, so that's why I need your attention. Actually, the more you study this topic, consumer mathematics got 4 chapters, got 4 parts. Form 3, you learn one time. Form 4, last chapter, chapter 10, one time, consumer mathematics. Form 5, 2 chapters, which is insurance and tax. These 4 chapters is under consumer. So make sure you cover these 4 chapters first. Okay, that is my advice to you. Okay, number 3. John Wick. Okay, John Wick has a property insurance policy for his house with a core insurance of 90%. And the insurable, okay, this 90%, meaning insurance company will take care of 90%. Then the insurable value of the house is this much. The house worth this much, market value. In a fire accident, this house has incurred a loss of 150,000. If the insurance policy has a deductible of 2,000, John Wick purchased insurance worth of this much. Calculate the compensation he will receive. Okay, first step, calculate 90% of this house is how much? Okay, this house is 550,000 times 90%. Okay, that will be, okay, thanks for the answer. 495,000. Okay, 90%. So, did he follow instruction? Did he follow instruction? Okay, how much he buy? How much he buy? This John Wick bought this much. But 90% of the house is actually worth this much. So he buys so little worth of insurance. If the loss is 150,000, do you think he will get full amount 150? No, right? That will be so unfair to people who pay more expensive insurance. So here, this is the second situation. So this is the second situation is the money, the amount of insurance that purchase he buy is less than what they ask. So use the second formula. Yes, the second situation. Okay, so the second situation is, okay, so now the compensation is how much? Okay, the loss is 120,000. Do you think that he will get this amount? Of course, no, right? So they will ratio back. Okay, they ask for this amount, 495,000. This is supposed you have to buy, but he bought this one, 247,500. Okay, so then they will ratio back how much from here, a fraction of it you will get. Then minus deductible. Deductible is 2,000. Okay, so can you calculate for me? Final answer, compensation, how much? Okay, you can calculate this one first. Instead of 120,000, if you follow instruction 90%, you really buy 90%, you could have get this amount. But he buy lesser. So 120,000 will end up become how much? So 120,000, 58. 120,000 times this. Okay, that 58,000 is the final answer, right? Okay, so this one will be 60,000 minus 2,000. Then the final compensation is 58,000. Okay, 58,000. Okay, actually, if you look at the formula, you will find it very hard to understand because the formula is so complicated. Like they say word times word, the amount purchased. Actually, this thing you put here is a ratio. Can you take calculator now and type this? 247 divided by 247,500 divided by this amount. What do you get? Like this. You get 1/2. 1/2. Meaning you buying half lesser of what they ask. Then the amount you get definitely half, is it? That's why 60,000. So it's actually a ratio thing. Okay, then after that minus 2,000. 150,000. Sorry. Yeah, now only I realized. Sorry, the loss is 150. No wonder just now some of you give me like all different numbers. Sorry, I write wrongly. This one 150. Okay, so my bad. This one. This one 150. Then the amount gonna be different already. Sorry. Okay. That will be okay. That will be RM 73,000. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Okay, 73,000. Then after that, 70. Your final answer will be 73. Okay, because it's 75,000 minus 2,000, right? Okay, Ken. So next, shall we go next? Okay, are you clear about property insurance now? Okay, I think the remaining time we go for next chapter. Is it? We go next chapter. Okay, I left one question for you to do. Okay, I prepared 4 questions here, but the last one is the same thing. You can model it and then you can try it out. Okay. Now, next. In insurance, sometimes they will ask how much insurance company have to take care, how much policyholder have to take care of the cost. Okay, we do one question. So based on this table, deductible 300. Deductible is insurance It is not the amount that insurance company will take care. This one is policyholder, right? Policyholder, pemegang policy. Okay, then the percentage 80-20. So 80% is insurance company, 20% is policyholder, right? We've been talking about this thing, right? Then after that, the medical cost is this amount. They have to pay this bill. Who gonna, like, how many percent insurance company, how much insurance company have to pay, how much policyholder have to take care of, okay, things like that. Okay, first step, you see I write first step. If you want to calculate the medical cost covered by insurance company and policyholder, in something happened, in accident, we involve two party only, two person, insurance company and policyholder. Okay, if you want to know insurance company take care of how much? 80%. But this 80%, do you think include this 300? Do you think insurance company will take care of this 300? Insurance company take care of 80% of without this thing. Okay, so meaning the first step, remember, it's important, that's why I have to repeat a few times. Very important. The medical cost 12,300. You have to minus off the deductible first. You put the deductible aside. Okay, put it aside first. Okay, that will be RF 12,000. Okay, 12,000. So how much insurance company have to pay? The cost for insurance company. Insurance company take care of 80%, right? So now 12,000 times 80%. And that will be RF 9,600. Okay, insurance company take care of this only. So this is the cost. Okay, this is the cost. This is the cost of insurance company, or you can also understand it as compensation you will get. Pembahasan. Okay, pembahasan. So you will get 9,600 if something happened to you, insurance company will pay this only. And then what is the cost that bear by policyholder? Okay, you see, you've got percentage. So policyholder is 20%. Is that just 20%? 20% with what? 20% with this amount. Okay, so 20% of this is, okay, very good. You can take 12,000 minus, okay, 12,000 minus this 9,600, or you can straight away take 12,000 times 20%. Don't forget, policyholders still got this hidden cost, which is the deductible. Who's gonna pay for this 300? So policyholder. So you're gonna add 300. Okay, add that. So cannot memorize when to minus. Don't memorize plus or minus. You see situation. Policyholder is deductible, so that's why you add together. So the answer is gonna be how much? 2,700. Yes. Okay, can. Now, next. One more. Practice one more. Now, all these that exam won't give. Do you think that they will really tell you what to do? So they will just ask the cost for insurance company, the cost of policyholder, then you have to know what to do the step. Okay, let's start again without the hint. First thing, the medical cost is 10,500. So then the deductible 500, then the percentage. First thing, what we're gonna do? Okay, tell me now. What we're gonna do before we start the percentage calculation? You're gonna minus the deductible first. Yes, you leave the deductible aside, put it aside. So meaning 10,500 minus this 500 first. Okay, because this 500 is only policyholder have to take care. Okay, so this one you leave it aside, meaning gonna be RM 10,000. Okay, then how much insurance company have to bear? The cost for insurance company. So for the cost of insurance company, okay, you can calculate now and tell me what you will get. So insurance company take care of 80% of this amount without the deductible, right? So 10,000 10,000 times 80%, and that will be RM 8,000. That's all for insurance side done. Insurance company will pay this 8,000 to the victim, and this is also the cost for insurance company. Okay, then for policyholder, cost for policyholder, the remaining 20%, and also the 500. Remember the 500? So you can minus it or you can take percentage. This 10,000 times 20% plus 500. The final answer is going to be RM 2,500. Clear? Okay, now are you ready for harder question? Anybody find 3D lesson very difficult? Okay, I think this chapter majority people don't like it. Okay, I don't know whether you are one of them or not. Okay, harder question is this number 4. So now, okay, let's read this. Darren has a medical insurance policy with a deductible, okay, 1,200. Core insurance percentage, don't know. XY. Okay, X is the percentage for insurance company. Y is the percentage for policyholder, as usual. X is the bigger number, Y is a smaller number. Darren has been charged for 9,500 to treat the illness. Okay, the medical cost is 9,500. Calculate X and calculate Y. Calculate X and calculate Y. If the cost for Darren is policyholder, the cost for Darren is 2,030 ringgit. Understand the question? If Darren have to bear this amount at the end, X and Y is what percentage? Okay, I give you 1 minute, everyone. Okay, so see if you truly understand the simple question just now. Okay, the situation now is the percentage not given, but they give you how much policyholder have to bear. Shall we see who's the first few who get answer? I'll give you a hint, your answer will be a whole number. Okay, your answer will be a whole number. So how many percent? Okay, one thing you have to know is this X is insurance company, definitely, because the question already says insurance company. This Y is policyholder. Okay, policyholder. The medical cost is this amount. Okay, this amount. Okay, I start receiving answer already. Okay, so 1 minute past. First step, do you still remember what we always do? You have to minus deductible first. So put the deductible aside. So this 9,500 is the medical bill. Minus deductible, that will be how much? Deductible 1,200. Okay, then the amount will be, so 9,500 minus 1,200, that will be 8,300. So meaning this X and Y, whatever percentage it is for this amount. Do you agree? After you minus deductible. So now 2,030, this is including what? This amount including what cost inside. This is policyholder. Darren is the one who buy insurance. So this is the Y percentage plus deductible. Do you agree with this thing? If they say the cost for Darren is this amount, 2,300. This 2,030. 2,030, is it part of the percentage and also deductible? Okay, so now Y percent. This question is considered above average, slightly harder. Okay, so y over 100. Okay, you don't know how many percent, y times this 8,300 plus deductible 1,200 is equals to 2,030 ringgit. Then find y for me. You should be able to find y already. So what we have to do, move this over. Y over 100 times 8,300, so equals to, okay, I hope you can do this linear equation. Then after that, y equal 10. This one, bring over, divide. This one, bring over, times. Do you get 10? If y is 10, then x is how much? So x gonna be 90. Okay, congratulations for those who can get answer. Very good. Meaning you really understand, because exam will really reverse it. They don't give you the percentage. They give you the amount instead. Okay, so make sure you know how to twist it. So you get 90. So the answer is x is 90, y is 10. Okay, now we've done first topic, first chapter. Insurance. Okay, I choose, of course, insurance is not just that. You learn insurance before this chapter is very long. Okay, but these few things is very confusing and need revision. Okay, next we go to tax, chapter 4. So tax is not difficult. The most complicated part is, okay, the most complicated part is the income tax. Cukai pendapatan. That's all. Needed a lot of calculation. What is the core insurance penalty? This one, can I answer you after class? Okay, Rachel, because this one need quite a long explanation. Okay, yes, in the textbook got core insurance penalty, if you remember. Okay, that one we can talk about it after class. Okay, so now chapter 4. I think we left, we left how much time?
We still have 15 minutes, 20 minutes around there.
Okay, can.
Yeah,
okay.
keep going, no problem.
20 minutes like that, I think we should be able to cover one small part about tax. Okay, tax. This table will be given in exam. Okay, will be given because even now we adult, we don't memorize this, so we have to pay tax. So paying tax is based on the amount that you earn. Okay, let's look at the first question. All right, the first question, this we can read it. Now, Mr. Yu works in a company with yearly income of 54,000. Okay, 54,000. Okay, highlight this, you can write it down. Okay, he wants to claim tax relief for his parents, medical treatment 2,350, internet service subscription 85 ringgit per month, and then purchase of book 600 one month, life insurance this amount 1,920, and he has made PCB payment for this income tax 90 ringgit every month. Okay, before we do, I want you to understand what is PCB in textbook or this thing. PCB. PCB stand for anybody? PCB. So PCB, if you pay PCB, is like installment like that, because income tax you have to pay every year, like one shot, one time. It's like the amount you earn, then you have to contribute some certain percentage to the government. If you pay 1 year, one shot, it's gonna be very painful, right? So people cannot afford, or maybe very painful. So they will go for this PCB. PCB is installment every month, like potongan cukai bulanan. Yes, every month you pay 90 for 12 months. So at the end of the year, you don't have to pay so much. So if you pay PCB, what happened? There will be situation, okay, who tell you gonna have to pay 90 ringgit? Is everybody paying the same amount? Is everybody gonna pay the same amount? No, this 90 ringgit is based on the previous year, how much you have paid for the income tax, and then they divide 12 months. Oh, okay, your income tax last year, every month average 90 ringgit, then they give you this amount. So meaning there will be situation like you pay more than what you should, or you pay less than what you should. What if your income is not stable? So that's why if it's PCB, you're gonna calculate is there any difference or not. Okay, so here, don't give table. Okay, one thing I want you to know very well is for income tax. Okay, I'm not sure if SPM will be given the table for you, like what to deduct, what is included, but you must remember one thing is individual. So individual, how much? Individual, you will be able to minus 9,000. This one is fixed one. Okay, this one later we look at the calculation. Okay, so guys, 1 year 54,000. Is it because you pay income tax? Is it based on this amount? No, you have to minus whatever amount that you want to deduct. Okay, so this annual, okay, I want you to write it down. So you want to find chargeable income. Okay, you have to take annual income. Okay, annual income 1 year earn how much? Minus whatever thing that can claim. Okay, minus what? The first thing is, it's not inside, but you have to know the individual I said. Okay, remember my words today. If SPM really never give you table, like what category, what individual is included. So individual is always 9,000. Whether they write in the sentence or not, you have to minus 9,000. You can minus 9,000 so that your income reduce. Okay, so 9,000. Okay, then after that, you can minus what? The medical expenses. Okay, parents' medical expenses. Okay, sorry, my handwriting a bit ugly. Okay, so then what else? The life insurance premium. Okay, smaller. Okay, then what else they mentioned? Okay, lifestyle. Okay, lifestyle is like buying other things like that. Okay, so can minus all this. Okay, can you calculate for me how much left at the end? So the annual income 54,000 minus of everything. So can minus 9,000 and then can minus 2,350. Then the internet subscription every month 85. So 1 year how much? 85 times 12. Then what else? The book 600. Then the insurance premium 1,920. Okay, so everything minus, left how much? Is it 39,110? Okay, so this amount now only you read from table. Okay, so you reduce this much already. So that's why people, adult, they are very care about their receipt. Okay, they care about their receipt, so they save it so that they can use it for tax deduction like this. Okay, 39,110. So which category? Okay, 39,110, which is here, right? This one, the income between this range. Okay, 35,900. So this. Okay, so from here we know that first 35,000 have to pay 600. The rest is 8%. Okay, guys, I want to ask you one question. Rebate. What situation you get rebate? What situation you will get a rebate? Two situations. If your income is less, not more than, is less than 35,000, you get discount. Rebate is a discount. Okay, less than how much is the rebate? If your income you earn so low only, then the government pity you, then the government say, okay, I'll give you discount. So discount how much? Discount 400. Okay, 400. And then the second situation is when zakat. Okay, if you are Muslim, you pay zakat, you get to minus. Okay, that one no limit. How much zakat you pay, then you just minus at the end. Okay, so let's calculate first 35,000. Okay, for income tax. You read the table. If you can refer the table in the textbook actually. Textbook also got. Okay, so the base tax. Okay, the base tax is 600, right? Just now you said. So this 600 is for income. How much? 600 is for income. The first 35,000. This one is first 35K. Your income is 39,000 something. So how much income is not calculated yet? Okay, so the remaining. Okay, so the remaining. Okay, is how much? You already calculate for 35,000. So you take 39,110 minus 35,000. Then the remaining times 8%. And that will be how much? RM. Okay, straight away calculate, press calculator. You will get 328 ringgit 80 cents. Then you add together. Okay, so add together. So the total will be, so this amount, okay, you guys help me type out this amount and this amount add together. That will be RM 928 ringgit 80 cents. Right. Okay, just now I read one message from a student. What is the PCB do here? Okay, so we calculate as you normally how much income they have to pay. So usually PCB come up is they want you to state, is there any difference? He pay more or pay less? Okay, so now you know that the income tax have to pay this. No rebate, right? Just now we say no rebate. This amount already more than 35,000, so no 400 rebate, don't have. So this is the amount. Okay, so now we calculate the PCB. If every month 90 ringgit, 1 year paid how much? 90 times 12. So 1 year paid 1,080. Okay, 1,080. So he paid more than what he should or less. You see, he supposed to pay 900 something only. But every month 90 for 12 months already, he paid this amount, pay more already, assess, got refund? Yes, got refund. So who will pay the refund? How much is the refund? So let's calculate the difference. So we will say that difference is excess deduction. Yes, correct. The term is so precise. Okay, excess deduction. Okay, so you're right, excess deduction. Okay, we call it as lebihan potongan in BM. Okay, excess how much? So RM 1,080 ringgit minus 928 ringgit 80 cents. So extra 151 ringgit 20 cents. Then get refund from where? From who? Can you tell me which party, which government department responsible for income tax? Yeah, English is IRB, BM is LHDN. Yeah. Okay, you can read this. So the excess deduction of this amount will be refunded by IRB. Dipulangkan oleh LHDN. Why they got individual amount? Okay, I think just now Zoom about student asked the individual this 9,000 because you are, you know, if you curious this 9,000 because you are too used to the question draw table and they list everything, what expenses they list out. The first thing they will put individual. They give it to you already. But what if they don't give you? You have to know that there is individual every single time. Must. Okay, because this question not very nice to you. They didn't mention individual, but you have to know every time this 9,000 can deduct, including. Okay, so this is the idea about income tax. Okay, for this class, right, I actually predicted we not managed to finish the 12 pages. Actually got one part I want to share with you, which I already prepared, is this. Okay, I'm not sure if you remember in tax, there is this thing called separate tax assessment, joint tax assessment for married couple. For marriage couple. So marriage couple, they want to pay tax. Then they should join the income together, or they should separate the income tax. They update the profile separately. Which one better? Exam will ask. So join more expensive, separate better. Then let me ask you, in what situation, if you guys say separate better, why would this joint tax assessment even there? Who will use the separate if joint always better? Of course, actually, I mean, joint separate will be better, but who will use joint tax assessment? More convenient, but pay more. Who gonna pay more? One of them not working. Yes, okay, you're make very good. Actually, joint tax assessment, there is a benefit sometimes also. But for those who, for separate, let's say husband and wife, they earn almost the same income, they should do separate so that the tax at the end will be cheaper because you get to deduct a lot of things. If you join together, so every category there is a limitation, like maximum 2,500. But what if wife not working? Wife not working, or maybe the income is very little. So if it's not working, then what if the wife want to buy car, buy house? If you never submit income tax before, government will understand it as you got no income. If you have no income, how are you going to own a car or house? So if the wife want to buy anything, property under her name, so it's better they join together. So the amount won't be affected that much. Okay, so that's the situation. So for this exercise, I think I have recorded the whole class, that I will post it in my YouTube, I think after the class, okay? Because I think the recorded class I managed to do the whole question here. So you guys can go to YouTube and look for it maybe 1 week later, I think maximum 1 week. Okay, so I will upload in these few days. So the remaining question about this class will be posted there. Is it okay? Do we need to memorize all the kind of text? If they are nice to you, I honestly think that exam, certain thing they will give you, like this limit they will give up because nobody will remember. But this individual, you see, this individual is fixed one. If they don't give, it's quite reasonable. So that's why 9,000 is always there. If one day they really don't give, you have to remember. Okay. So I think I will stop here and I'll pass it back to Lulu.
Okay. Thanks, Teacher Gabby. Really full straight on 1.5 hours. So okay, we have started this session slightly late earlier, and some of you asked if the notes will be shared. Don't worry, Teacher Gabby will share the notes with us later on. We can share out with you again, which is this I think it's a PDF file. So yep, for those of you who have some questions, so right now we will just give some time if there's any student that has question, mainly outside of what has been taught and shared during this session today. You can ask now, then Teacher Gabby can address to
I
it.
answer
If there's
now?
any, if there's any question, anyone has any question? I haven't seen any question coming to you yet, so Yeah.
Okay, I received one question. Is the
Can,
same,
sure, go ahead.
okay, I think about the core insurance penalty. The core insurance penalty stated in textbook. Okay, so then we go back to the property insurance. Here. Okay, so core insurance penalty, you guys can understand it as the amount that policyholder have to bear. So the calculation about property insurance just now, all the while, we've been calculating compensation, like how much insurance company have to pay you, right? Insurance company have to pay this amount. Then what if the situation like total loss, okay? Things that stated in textbook penalty is total loss. Total loss is, let's say the house, okay, let's say you buy insurance, okay, you purchase, let's say RM 100,000, and this house burned into ashes, no more already. So insurance company will pay you this 100,000, okay, regardless of whether you follow instruction, the 90% or not. Okay, then do you think that the policy holder earn? Like people will say, wow, then I make the house burn into ashes lagi best ma, because if I pay 100K insurance, then if my house no more, the insurance company will pay me this amount. Isn't it good? But then if you think another side, how much actually you lose? The house, let's say, okay, the house is 500,000, okay, 500,000. Your house, okay, the market price is this much, then your house no more already. Yes, you get this 100, but how much difference is that? You actually lost 400,000, and that is the penalty. That is the core insurance penalty. So the word penalty looks like a punishment like that. Okay, but then in the case in real life situation, the penalty is like how much policyholder lose in a total loss case. Okay, in a total loss case. So you can get 100,000 and the difference house value is 500, so there will be 400K. 400K who pay, insurance company not paying you this amount. This amount is the penalty you as a policyholder have to bear. So in a total loss situation, actually policyholder lose the most. The most. The compensation won't assist the loss incurred. What do you mean? The compensation won't? It won't. The compensation, you mean insurance company will pay you more than what your loss is? It definitely less than that. Definitely, because whatever amount you lose, insurance company have to minus the deductible, so the amount you get definitely less than the loss. Okay. Yeah, I think you need to memorize each type of text and the consequence. Each type of text of course, yes. In textbook, there are different texts. You have to know. Got root tax, got income tax, got a lot of tax. Yes, you have to know. Okay, you have to know that. And the consequences of not paying, of course, what action will be taken if you are not paying income tax? Because it's in the textbook. But I think if SPM treat you better, maybe it will come out in objective. Objective, yeah. All of them will come out in SPM. So SPM cover everything since Form 1 to Form 5. everything. So that's why you should start your revision already. Otherwise, you don't have enough time, because Form 1 got 13 chapter, Form 2 got 13 chapter, Form 3 got 9 chapter, Form 4 got 10 chapter, Form 5 got 8 chapter. Everything coming up. What type of insurance is most commonly used? Well, this one very situational. If you don't have house, then you don't have to buy property insurance. But if you have car, you have to buy motor insurance, like that. So I think the most common insurance, I would say motor insurance, because everybody need car. Form 3 consumer mathematics also need to study back. Yes, that's why in my class we just done a revision on the investment thing. Chapter 10 of Form 4, not really. Chapter 10 Form 4 is consumer. Actually, I skipped that chapter. So I will find time to do it again with my student. Because last year, chapter 10, the whole chapter was skipped. Because it's a bit not so important. The things very common. So soon after we finish our Form 5 syllables, because next week we're gonna start chapter 7, the first class. Then after chapter 8, then we will do revision again. Like that. I think that's all. Feel for the text, like who is collecting. Do we need to memorize who is collecting the text? Yes. What department take care of what text? Let's say root text is JPJ, income tax is LHGN, all that you have to know who taking care of. What chapter are consumer Form 4 and Form 5? Can you repeat? Consumer mathematics for Form 4 is the last chapter, chapter 10. Consumer mathematics for Form 5 is these two chapters we do today, which is insurance and tax, these two. So total, the whole SPM has 4 consumer mathematics. Form 3, Form 4, Form 5, Form 5. And, yeah. Which part of paper do you think we should score most? Which part? I think paper 2. Paper 2, because paper 1, 40 questions, 40 marks. Paper 2 is 100 marks. So you have to focus paper 2 more. Shanghai. No. For property, for insurance penalty, we usually for total loss. Because total loss is like you lose the most, you're going to calculate the difference. It's for total loss case, third scenario. Like that. So any more questions you guys want to ask? Have you guys started your revision? Maths. So actually maths don't read, because you start doing revisions now, you have enough time. Like just do it, because a lot of chapter is related. Like Form 3, if you know certain chapter, you actually revise for Form 1 and Form 2 already. If we want to score 8, do we have any tips about it for maths? My only advice to all of you is you do maths. You start doing maths, then you will, the more you do, the more smooth it goes, then easy. Maths is easy, A+ subject. Really. What chapter will most likely to appear in section C? Okay, this question, if I tell you, that I'm going to be bluffing you, because you're the first year of new syllabus. I really have no idea. If your teacher tell you that, oh, this question going to come up in section C, which is 15 marks, I think your teacher is bluffing you, because nobody knows. You're the first year. So every chapter is possible. So my advice to you is maybe you can look through revision exercise book, then they will show you section C. Then the more books you see, then you get the idea, oh, the exam question will be slightly like this and that. Because I see exercise book, I realize the topic is not fixed. There is no certain chapter to focus. It can be any chapter. Yes, you do more questions, then you will see how they come up with the question, then you will feel more comfortable doing. Don't spot, because it can be any section, can be any chapter. Unlike last old syllabus. Old syllabus you can spot it because everything fixed, but then now I cannot tell. Something is missing together. Which chapter should we focus on? I think if you really ask my opinion, I won't say which chapter you focus on. I will say you start which one first. You start consumer mathematics. That's why the revision, I do consumer mathematics. Because consumer mathematics is not going to be one time you understand. Really, because you need to see a lot of situation. So you start now, the more you do, the more situation you see. So if you haven't started any revision yet, go for consumer mathematics. I think that's what I want to share.
Okay. All right. I think there's still a question coming in, but okay. It's already 10 o'clock. Thank you so much, everyone. There will definitely be questions. Even we end the session, there will still be questions. You can put it up in the, we have already asked most of you in the Telegram group, I believe. If not, let us know. You can do so. And then if there's any questions, you can post it up there. We hopefully can get back to all your questions. Okay, hopefully it's not overwhelming too many. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. If you're back for tomorrow's Maths, please remember to log back in. And yes, thank you, Teacher Gabby, for your time.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks for paying attention. And hope to see you guys soon. If there's
time. I'm sure they will.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Good night, everyone. Rest well. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Recording stopped.